Hello everybody, welcome to another installment. I am Tess and this is Dark Stitches. Today we are going to talk about elastic casings. They go in lots of garment pieces. Right now what I'm working on is a pair of bloomers. Now this fabric is gathered up already, but what we want the casing to do is gather up. So I've got a casing here in my waistband already. We are going to put a casing on the leg together. So what I'm using right now is bias tape. You can also use ribbon. Bias tape works beautifully in a waistband like this because there's curves to it. Okay, so this casing I'm putting right on top of the fabric, and I just want a little ruffly edge. So I'm going to leave a little tail. I'm going to line the edge of my fabric up with the edge of my throat plate. And if I keep the needle, in line here and this in line here, I'm going to have the same size ruffle all around the leg. Okay, now we sew the top down. Okay, so now we have our casing. The next step we need to do is run a piece of elastic through it. Now the elastic we're going to use is going to be smaller than the width of the leg. I'm going to measure on my own leg. Okay, now that I have that measurement, I'm going to snip a second one so I can do the other leg. And they'll be the same. Okay, this is how I always do my elastic casings. Big safety pin. I'm going to put it in the end, but give yourself enough that it's not going to pull itself out. But don't give yourself so much that it's going to back up and get caught. Okay, so we're going to go to where we started, which was the inner leg. I'm going to insert that in there. So now you have this safety pin in here that you're going to gather up your casing on. And then you're going to pull it. And you're going to keep doing that until, well, let's just do this now so you don't have to watch it. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the end down by the opening here, and we're going to put a pin in it. And this is going to keep it from going inside the casing all the way. So now what you want to do is gather it all up. Okay, so now we've used up all of our elastic, and everything else that we gather up on here is going to make a gather. now I'm coming out the other end. And give this a good pull. I'm going to carefully unpin this and hold on tight to my elastic. Take this pin off. And then we're going to sew our elastic down. So be sure you hold it tight, because if you let it go and it snaps into that casing, you have to pull it out and do it all over again. I'm just going over and over and over that seam just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. I see this is coming up a little bit, so I'm going to tack it down. Alright. So once that's in, give your garment a good stretch, and then that should stretch all your ruffles out evenly. And there you go. That's what you do with an elastic casing. You can also, well, I wouldn't dream of trying to make bias tape or elastic casing out of this pleated silk, because it's chemically treated and it doesn't press out. It's very hard to work with when you're trying to make straight lines. But if you were working with something that you needed to make a matching casing, you can make it out of the fabric that you're working with, or you can use bias tapes. Bias tapes are wonderful for them. You can use ribbon, all sorts of things. But you want to be sure that the tape or the ribbon that you're using is wider than the elastic that you plan to use. You know, in this case, we used 1/4 inch elastic, and my tape is 1 inch wide, so we have plenty of room. And up here, I'm going to be putting a little bit wider of an elastic, probably like a 5/8. I've got plenty of room. So now I've got to do the other side and put an elastic piece in this waistband, and we are done with these cute little bloomers. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you come back for more videos. I'm going to have lots of little quick lessons like this, like what is this and what is the, you know, things like that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share our videos with friends, all that fun stuff. Make some comments, tell us what you want to see, and we will really be happy to hear from you. So thank you. Have a great day.